You could die tomorrow. Like, I don't know if you realize that. You could step out in the street, get hit by a bus, and you could just be dead. Like, are you doing what you should be doing? Are you chasing your dreams? Or are you doing something you don't love doing? And are you not doing it because you're listening to other people's opinions on what you should do and what directions you should go? And I think too many people put other people's opinions before their own. And by that I mean they're taking their aunts or their moms or their brothers or sisters' opinion and going, oh, they might be right. But you got to look at their life. Maybe it's your best friend. You got to look at their life, and you got to look at what they're into and what they're doing. And they don't want the same things as you do. We're all in different places in our lives doing different things. Why do we take their advice? And why do we let it get in our heads? 400 trillion to 1. That's the chances of being a human, being alive, being here. This is your one shot. Why would you put all of that on someone else's opinion? You've got to go on your own ideas. You die on your own sword. Don't die on somebody else's. And by that I mean believe in what you're doing and do it. Don't do what somebody else thinks you should be doing. And I know that there's money struggles and a lot of people have to do jobs they don't want to do. But in your side time and stuff like that, you have time to chase those dreams. You can do the side hustle. You can work on what you want to be and become who you want to be. There's so many people out there that make excuses and other things, and they don't really want to put in the work. It's great to dream, and I know a lot of people are going to hear this and maybe they're inspired and maybe they're going to, I'm going to go do it, but 98% of you aren't going to do it. You're not going to put any action into it. 2% will probably put action into it. A lot of you will take the information and maybe you'll be inspired, or maybe you'll think about doing something, or maybe make a plan, you'll talk about it. You're not going to do it. And that's the problem. More people need to be of action, because if you really want to do your dream and you really want to chase stuff, you got to stop listening to people loving on you, and you got to stop listening to people hating on you. Both of those opinions don't matter anything. That's not where you need to be. Your head needs to be. That's not where anything needs to be if you want to chase your dream. You got to not care, because you got to be you. You got to focus in and you got to be you 110%. And if you're sitting there listening to the people that love you and you're listening to the people that hate you, you're just in a turmoil, like wondering who the hell you are. And you start losing your identity. And if you start losing your identity, what are you chasing in the first place? Are you just trying to people please? Or are you trying to chase a dream? You really got to put a lot of that in perspective, because when people are giving you their opinions or their advice, you don't know their backstory, you don't know where they're from or what they're going through or anything like that. Maybe they're having a bad day and they just want to yell at you. You got to just let all that stuff go. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. You got to live with zero regrets. You can't look back and go, oh, I cared what Johnny 365 said, and that's what made me not do whatever. That's stupid. It makes absolutely no sense to care about somebody that puts something in a comment, or somebody that, your aunt or your mom, when you're 92 years old and sitting back looking on life and going, oh, all this, I wish I would have done this, but my mom told me it'd be a bad idea. That's horrible. That's horrible advice. You don't listen to that. You need to do what's right for you and understand the things that are right for you aren't right for everybody else. You got to make decisions based on what you love and what you want to do, and chase that and not chase what somebody else thinks you should do. Because a lot of times you're just, their mind is somewhere else. Like, another thing, if you're chasing your dream, don't chase your dream for money. The money will come. You got to chase your dream because you love it. If not, you're just doing a job. Like, if you want to change the world and change things and make a difference, that revolves on loving what you're doing. If you're chasing a dream because, oh, I'm going to get rich or I'm going to do that, you're doing it completely wrong. That doesn't make any sense. Because if you're chasing the money, you're going to get tired of doing the work. You're going to get tired of doing this, and you're not going to be loving what you're doing. Yeah, you might have a bunch of money, but you're unhappy. You got to think you're going to be living for Friday. Oh, you might have a shit ton of money. You got a badass boat and a badass truck, but fucking Monday through Friday, you're out there doing a job you hate, not doing something you love, and you're competing with the Joneses. Who cares what truck you have? Who cares what boat you have? And if that's stuff you care about, build it yourself or find it yourself. I don't get keeping up with the next guy. It doesn't make any sense. Who cares what somebody else has? You know, who cares what you have? You got transportation? Cool. If you like a cool car, build a cool car. You know, or buy a cool car. But do the job you love to get there. Like, if you're not doing what you love, you're missing out on life. This is your one chance. This is your one shot. Are you going to be 60 years old and be like, yeah, I'm glad I worked at the post office 60 years, you know, and fucking just be hating everything you're doing? It doesn't compute in my brain that people wouldn't do something that they love and they would do something that they hate for money, and usually because it's somebody else's opinion. And here's another thing I have a problem with, is people's opinions of themselves. People need to realize how awesome they actually are. You're human. You can do fucking amazing things. You can create cool things. Maybe you're not an artist. Maybe you're not a car builder. You know, maybe you're just somebody that likes playing video games. But I bet you can play a video game really well. I bet you have an amazing skill out there to where it's something you're great at, something you're good at. You know, something you can share with others. And I think people don't value that. I think so much value is lost because people just don't think they're good enough. And they forget how amazing they are. I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were working on a really expensive car. And I was making a joke, and he thought the car was worth more than him. And, you know, it doesn't matter if it's a $500,000 car or whatever it is. You're worth more than that. You're worth more than any house. You're worth more than anything. You are so valuable to me and so valuable to the world and so valuable to everyone else. And if you're not seeing the value in yourself, that's something we need to work on first. You know, chasing dreams is important and being happy, but you have to find the value in yourself. I love you guys, and I had some great conversations on the phone today. I spent a lot of time on the phone, emailing, texting, catching up on all kinds of stuff today. And I had a 5.5 hour conversation with a couple people that I really value their opinions and I really value everything about them. And they're also dream chasers. And it's amazing, like, being inspired by their journey and, you know, being able to inspire them and realizing all that time you invest in that is so valuable. And realizing that friendships and people are some of the most important things that you have in your life and have in your world. And valuing the people is important, and you can listen to their opinions, but you can't let them dig in. You got to make sure you make your decision. You can listen to other people's opinions and weigh them out to get your decision or opinion on something, but you need to accept your opinion on stuff. You have to accept your opinion. If you like something, it's cool. You say it's cool. If you don't like it, it's not. You know, having that opinion matters. You know, it's come to a time in the world where they value other people's opinions on things, and that's where they base their opinion off of. And if you're chasing your dream and you're chasing everything like that, you got to really value your opinion. I don't want to rant too long today. I'm in a mode. I love you guys, and I really want to see you succeed. I really wish I could have said a lot of these same words to Daniel. I really wish I could say these words to myself often, but that's why I'm making this video, is so I can come back and listen to it and inspire myself and know the words I'm saying are true. And I truly believe in all of them. Like this, I make these videos because me in 10 years, I'm going to be able to look back on all these videos and go, wow, you know, I had it right. I was doing it. I was doing what I should. And if nothing else, in 4 or 5 years, I make a video going, hey, I was stupid in some of this, but I don't think I am. I know I'm right on this. So I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day. We'll be working on the bike tomorrow. So I'm going to get some sleep after I edit this. And it's about 5 in the morning because I had another long phone conversation with another great friend. So it's been a really good day for me, and really had a lot of value added from some great people that love me. And I'm just really glad to be building a community over here with you guys and having great conversations in the comments. So I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.